While he was behind bars, he didn't have to do much because everyone already loved him, and he didn't have to fight to survive. Pimp C already had money on his books, so it was easy for him to just kick back and eat as much as he wanted.
I don't care what anybody say. If that dude, the way he looks and everything, man, real talk, if he went in any jail, man, he would be all right. Even if he wasn't a known rapper, he would be all right, man.
I know you're in there.
It's the music recording and out of the shower to the bedroom. From the bedroom to the studio. To the best. If your day is blown, we crank to the morning. Make sure your sub is on while we playing your song. And it's gonna be on. We rock 3 channels up here on this YouTube stream, and we always let our subscribers know that they are supreme. Haters stand by cause we so fly. React to the beat cause I'm that guy to move you all night long. Why I tell you what's happening in this song. Music make me crazy, baby, do it for me louder. Viewers know my cross keep on bumping with the song. I'ma make you sweat until they turn the house lights on. After party at the Music Recording Network.
What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Check it out, man. Check it out. Every now and then I say, F it, I'm going to use the echo. Some people don't like the echo. Some people don't. Some people don't even want me to talk about what's going on with our channel about the echo. Will you stop talking about the echo? Echo. Well, let's talk echo. I'm a echo. This is my cross channel. It's my channel. So I talk about what it is I want to talk about. Comprende? And if you want to talk about whatever you want to talk about, go start your own channel. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Hey, positive brother, man, trying to do some positive things. Why people think Pimp C was sacrificed? Why people think Pimp C was sacrificed after exposing the industry? Y'all like the Pimp C, man. Appreciate it, man. Hey, that is a strange, you know what? Okay, everybody's on P. Diddy. We started on the P. Diddy, and the P. Diddy really got us, my third eye open to actually check all this stuff out, right? But this Pimp C thing, man, has got a super duper twist. It's like it's Pimp C and his clique has a deep internal super duper twist. And allegedly, people are looking at the wife kind of different. Yeah, man. Yeah, people are looking at the wife kind of different. So I don't know, man. Anyway, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell, man. Let's check this bad boy out, man. Thank y'all so much for supporting the channel. Thank y'all for watching the videos all the way to the end, man. That means a lot to me, man, because I'm out here working as hard as I can, doing things my way. I listen to people, man, but hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check it out. That means I don't care about some of this stuff.
Pimp C's death was a major loss for hip-hop. The official story is that he died from a combination of lean and a sleeping disorder. But some of Pimp's close friends and family members believe he was secretly murdered. From celebrity sex tapes to Illuminati rituals, here are some of the wildest rumors about the death of Pimp C. In December 2007, Pimp C was staying out in Hollywood doing shows and working on new music with legendary Oakland rapper Too Short. On the morning of December 4th, Pimp C was supposed to fly back to Texas to meet his wife Shannara and his cousin Edgar. But that morning, Pimp didn't show up. Shannara and Edgar started to get worried because he wasn't answering their calls. So they called his hotel and asked the staff to check on him. When the staff went to his room, they found Pimp C unconscious, and it didn't take long for them to figure out he was dead. According to DJ Paul from 3 6 Mafia, the hotel room looked like something out of a horror movie.
And he went in there and saw Pimp C body. Pimp C was still in there. He said Pimp C was like, he was laying down like he was praying. And but it was blood all over the bed, like he threw it up, but they thought he had been shot in the head.
DJ Paul and Pimp C were working together right before he died.
That's the first clue of something ain't right to me, that First of all, they said that he looked like he was like kneeling in a praying position, or some type of position that they found him in. So this sleep problem that he's having, if he died in his sleep because of the problem, he would be laying on his back, because when you lay on your back, that whatever the problem is what's suffocating you or whatever, or at least turn to one side, I guess. Come on, man, it's not adding up. What? Listen to what he's saying.
Hotel room looked like something out of a horror movie.
And he went in there and saw Pimp C body. Pimp C was still in there. He said Pimp C was like, he was laying down like he was praying. And but it was blood all over the bed, like he threw it up, but they thought he had been shot in the head.
Wait a minute, he was laying down like he was praying. How do you lay down to pray? I don't know.
DJ Paul and Pimp C were working together right before he died, and they had the same manager, a dude named Rick Martin. Rick had gone down to the hotel to check on Pimp C after the hotel staff had called Rick and told him something was wrong. Rick told DJ Paul that the bed was covered in blood, so they thought Pimp C had been shot in the head. But when they found him, Pimp C was kneeling down like he was praying. Pimp C also had sleep apnea, which is a sleep disorder that causes issues breathing at night, and Pimp C had these big candles all over the room that he lit at night. The candles were burned all the way to the bottom, so Pimp must have been there for a day or so before they found him. And even though it was a pretty wild scene and there was blood everywhere, Pimp's official cause of death was ruled as an accident. The coroner's official report said that it was caused by Pimp C's sleep apnea, combined with his addiction to lean. Pimp C's love for lean was no secret. Along with DJ Screw, Pimp was one of the first dudes to make sipping lean popular in hip-hop. Plus, UGK's track with 3 6 Mafia, Sippin' on Some Syrup, was a massive hit and exposed the whole world to the drug. But a lot of rappers drank lean all the time and didn't die from it. According to the doctors, Pimp's sleep apnea is what killed him, but the lean made it worse. Pimp started choking in his sleep and could have woken up if he wasn't high, but the lean knocked him out cold, so he started choking and never woke up. Bun B also opened up about what happened and said that Pimp C had gained a lot of weight while he was locked up. Pimp spent a few years in prison for aggravated assault and probation violations and got out at the end of 2005. While he was behind bars, he didn't have to do much because everyone already loved him and he didn't have to fight to survive. Pimp C already had money on his books, so it was easy for him to just kick back and eat as much as he wanted.
I don't care what anybody say. If that dude, the way he looks and everything, man, real talk, if he went in any jail, man, he would be all right. Even if he wasn't a known rapper, he would be all right, man. Street people know, man. People, they wouldn't try him unless they had to. You see what I'm saying? See, it's a difference between like, oh, he looked weak. We can take advantage of him. He looked weak and he's acting like he's all that. That's the ones to get it. Not somebody like him. Here we go.
A lot of weight while he was locked up. Pimp spent a few years in prison for aggravated assault and probation violations and got out at the end of 2005. While he was behind bars, he didn't have to do much because everyone already loved him and he didn't have to fight to survive. Pimp C already had money on his books, so it was easy for him to just kick back and eat as much as he wanted. According to Bun B, Pimp went to size XL and came out in a 4XL. When he came home, he wasn't working out and got right back to sipping lean all the time. The weight gain made his sleep apnea way worse, and when you mix that with all the drugs, it was a bad combination. But Bun B might be the only person close to Pimp C that actually believes the official cause of death. Some of his closest friends and family members believe that Pimp C was actually murdered, and there's a massive cover-up going on to hide the truth. Even Pimp C's own mother, Mama West, believes that her son was killed. Mama West knew something was up before she even got the news. Pimp always called her before he went to bed, but the night before he was found, she didn't get a call. So, Mama West knew right away that something was wrong. Julia Beverly, a journalist who wrote a biography about Pimp C, said in an interview that Mama West always believed Pimp had been murdered.
Well, his mom believes he was murdered, and she basically breaks down the reasons why she believes that.
According to Julia, after Pimp died, the media ran with the story that he overdosed on codeine. That was all cap. Mama West believes that Pimp was poisoned, and that someone was in the room with him when he died. His mom claims there was someone shady in Pimp C's inner circle who was responsible for his death, and she even thinks she knows who it was. In the interview, the journalist Julia said,
I'm telling y'all, mama, hey, they gonna give mama the best news you can get, and she gonna put her conclusion together, and she probably, allegedly, gotta say allegedly, she probably gonna be right. She got that feeling, cause her, man, come on, man, here we go.
That she looked into the rumors, but she didn't find any evidence there was a cover-up going on. But Julia did lay out Mama West's theory in her book. Mama West also did a radio show where she talks about what happened. According to her, the coroner told her straight up they didn't know exactly why Pimp died, but they knew it wasn't a drug overdose. Pimp didn't have enough lean in the system to kill him, and the sleep apnea story was just a theory. But Mama West isn't the only one who thinks Pimp was killed.
Mama
Too
West
Short also doesn't believe the official story and was with Pimp C right before he died. They were supposed to kick it and have dinner the day Pimp was discovered. So Too Short went to the hospital to try and get answers, but no one would tell him anything. Over the next few years, Too Short tried to find out more about what happened, but no one would give him any straight answers, and Too Short says it still bothers him. Even though he has no idea what happened, Too Short thinks it's kind of sketchy that so many celebrities die in hotel rooms alone. The value of an artist's work always goes up after they die. So according to Too Short, you should always be suspicious when a famous person suddenly dies with no witnesses around. A Pimp C affiliate named Hazelio said that he thinks Pimp C was murdered. In an interview, Hazelio said that he doesn't believe the official story because he also has sleep apnea and has even started choking in the middle of the night. Hazelio admits it's not a great experience, but he never came close to dying from it. Hazelio also has a similar theory to Too Short and said that every time an artist with a big voice tries to speak up, the media tries to discredit them and make them look like a drug addict. Right before he died, Pimp called out record labels for turning artists against each other and also exposed some big names in the music industry for allegedly being gay. So Hazelio and others think that could have played a role in his death. Orlando Brown from Not So Raven also thinks that the story about Pimp C overdosing on lean was all a setup. After blowing up on Disney Channel, Orlando got into making music, and Orlando's mom had connections to UGK. She got in touch with Pimp C, who agreed to be Orlando's mentor and show him the ropes. So, Orlando Brown was around Pimp C for about 5 or 6 years before he died. In an interview with No Jumper, Orlando said that he never saw Pimp C sip lean the entire time he was around him. The worst thing he saw Pimp do was drink a glass of red wine, and that was only a few times.
He never did lean around me. Listen, Chad only did, red wine, a cup of red wine like twice.
So, Orlando thinks that someone planned to lean on him when he died. Orlando also says that he doesn't want to go into detail out of respect to the family, but Orlando Brown claims that he knows for a fact Pimp C didn't die the way everyone says he did. Another rapper that Pimp C mentored named 17 has a different theory about what happened though. When asked about it during an interview, 17 said that Pimp C's death was more like an assassination than an overdose. According to 17, it wasn't the lean that killed him, and he claims someone slipped something in Pimp's drink. He doesn't go into much detail, but 17 made it clear that he believes Pimp C's death was a planned hit and not an accident. So, plenty of people who were around Pimp C right before he died believe that he was secretly murdered. But most of them either don't know what happened or they're keeping quiet out of respect for the family. But there is one dude who claims he knows exactly who poisoned Pimp C and even pointed him out in the photo.
Whoa.
Pimp C's cousin Edgar did an interview where he opened up about the situation and broke down what he heard from a reliable source. According to Edgar, there was a group of people in the hotel room the night Pimp died, 2 men and a woman. When Pimp went to the bathroom, one of the dudes told the rest of them he was gonna play a prank on Pimp. Then, the dude slipped something in his drink. When Pimp C came back and took a sip, he immediately started throwing up blood. Edgar believed the story because he saw with his own eyes that there was blood all over the bed where Pimp died. Edgar thinks that the only reason the autopsy didn't explain what really happened is because they only tested for drugs and not poison. The coroners already thought they knew what happened, so they just blamed it on sleep apnea because he didn't have enough lean in the system to overdose. Edgar's story also matches up with what Mama West said about someone else being in the room. Edgar also admitted that the dude who did it was going around bragging about killing Pimp C. They even posted a picture of the alleged killer lurking in the background of a photo of Pimp C and his mom. But even though Edgar claims to know exactly who did it, there's no hope for justice because the killer's already dead. Apparently, he died the same way as Pimp, and his brother was also killed by a tractor. They were both involved with some bad people and ended up getting taken out.
Whoa.
That wasn't the only bomb that Edgar dropped. He also
God, dog, man. All these great people, man. I'm still figuring her out also, y'all. Dude, I get this feeling about a person, man, and it's like I always ignore it. I'm not doing that this go around. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not ignoring that feeling.
front of a photo of Pimp C and his mom. But even though Edgar claims to know exactly who did it, there's no hope for justice because the killer's already dead. Apparently, he died the same way as Pimp, and his brother was also killed by a tractor. They were both involved with some bad people and ended up getting taken out. But that wasn't the only bomb that Edgar dropped. He also suggested that Pimp C's wife, Shannara, might have been involved because she was acting very strange right before his death. Edgar was supposed to go with Pimp C to LA. Whenever they traveled together, they always had connected rooms in case there was an emergency. But on that particular trip, Pimp C's wife Shannara told him that Edgar had to work and he couldn't make it to LA. Edgar didn't have to work and told Shannara that he was planning on coming.
Now, this is the most strangest part of the story for me. Wife in love. The wife is there. The man is the head of the house. If you go through all this stuff, I'm trying to tell you, man. Here we go. Watch this.
So right away, Edgar knew something was up. Edgar also claims that Pimp and Shannara got into a big fight on the way to LA over a Bentley. Pimp wanted a car service to take him to the airport, but Shannara wanted to drive the Bentley and leave it in the parking lot.
The man of the house wanted to, but the woman of the house wanted to. That's part one.
Pimp thought that was a bad idea because he didn't want to leave an expensive whip like that in the public parking lot.
Expensive
but
car.
Shannara made it a big deal, so they took the Bentley. Not only did they park it at the airport, but they also left it in the tow zone.
Top of the line, expensive car, and you're gonna leave it in a towaway zone. You don't know. Maybe y'all was running late and y'all didn't know where you parked that car. Who drives a Bentley to go out of town? Oh my God, Pimp C. That's not a pimp move. Rest in peace. And I'm not saying, you wanna love your wife and say, okay, honey. And that's not even the worst part of the story. Allegedly, I don't trust her.
So Pimp had to call Edgar and ask him to move it. But instead of letting Edgar do it...
Shout out to whoever made that beat, man. That beat got me. That beat is tight, young. Sorry, y'all. The beat is interfering with me getting busy with this story.
Shannara decided to fly all the way back to Texas to move it herself, leaving Pimp all alone by himself in LA.
Why did she... That's a crackhead move, man. That's a weak excuse type move. We're going to park the Bentley in a tollway zone. That way when we get to where our destination is, we flying, right? This don't make no sense to me. We flying. Oh, shoot. We got to move the car. So I got to fly back to move the car? All these people around you and the wife got to move the car. Not one of your boys, not one of your friends. I got the key. Well, mail the key back to somebody else. I don't know.
An expensive whip like that in the public parking lot. But Shannara made it a big deal, so they took the Bentley. Not only did they park it at the airport, but they also left it in the tow zone. So Pimp had to call Edgar and ask him to move it. But instead of letting Edgar do it, Shannara decided to fly all the way back to Texas to move it herself, leaving Pimp all alone by himself in LA. If either Edgar or Shannara had been with Pimp C in LA, he might still be alive. But because Pimp was all by himself, the alleged killer was able to poison him and get away with it. That made Edgar question whether Shannara had something to do with it or not. Shannara knew that if Edgar was there, he might have been able to stop what happened. So she lied and said he had to work. It's also sketchy that she demanded they drive the Bentley to the airport when they could have easily hired a driver. Plus, there was no reason for Shannara to fly all the way back to Texas when Edgar could have easily moved the car for him. The whole thing just didn't add up and seemed real sketchy. Pimp C's wife Shannara also had a falling out with the rest of Pimp C's family after he died. After Pimp passed away, Shannara was put in control of his estate, so she was in charge of his money and all his business matters. But after about 9 years, one of Pimp's kids, Chad Jr., filed a lawsuit to have Shannara removed after she messed up the finances. The lawsuit claims that all the bills were unpaid, expensive jewelry was missing, and Pimp C's former mansion in Port Arthur, Texas was in foreclosure. They even repossessed the Bentley because Shannara couldn't pay the $2,800 per month payment. Shannara...
You got all that stuff and you can't maintain. You have all this stuff and you can't maintain the Bentley. Rest in peace to my husband, Pimp C, and I'm sorry. I'm grieving and all that good stuff. But especially if you have kids, you got to maintain. You got to look out for the kids. You got to help people. And the way you do it is get rid of the Bentley. It's a car. You can trade it in for a Toyota, a Honda, a Civic. There you go. But we have to look. Man. That lifestyle is over with. Now we got to maintain. Don't let the house go in foreclosure. Sell it. Take a big old loss, but sell it so you can maintain, man. Come on, people.
And Pimp C's former mansion in Port Arthur, Texas was in foreclosure. They even repossessed the Bentley because Shannara couldn't pay the $2,800 per month payment. Shannara argued that she had invested her own
look what
money
she got, though.
in keeping Pimp C's name alive.
I'm going to lose the house and everything, but I'm going to still roll up. I got to roll up, baby.
They even repossessed the Bentley because Shannara couldn't pay the $2,800 per month payment. Shannara argued that she had invested her own money into keeping Pimp C's name alive, but without him around to perform and make music, the money was tight. But the lawyers presented evidence that Shannara spent $150,000 between 2011 and 2013 and another $80,000 over the next 2 years. That money was supposed to go to all his family members, not just her. But none of Pimp's kids ever saw any of it. Public records also showed Pimp C's estate owed $7.2 million in back taxes and $5.1 million to former UGK manager Byron Hill. Plus, the judge found that there was $150,000 worth of jewelry and other assets missing that Shannara couldn't explain. Pimp's son, Chad Jr., started to get angry when Shannara dropped 3 Pimp C albums after his death and was showing up at red carpet events. Shannara claimed that she never saw any money from the music and all of it was spent trying to keep the Pimp C brand alive. But the judge wasn't buying her story and removed Pimp C's wife, Shannara, from managing the estate. Based on how she spent Pimp's money after he died, some people believe Shannara might have been part of the conspiracy to have him killed. There are also plenty of other theories about what might have happened. Some people believe that Shannara didn't act alone and Bun B might have also been in on the plan. According to some associates, Pimp C and Bun B were never really close friends like that. They just started rapping together in Port Arthur and created a major wave. But over the years, they started to grow apart, especially after Pimp went to jail. According to Pimp C's homie, Pimpin' Ken, toward the end, Pimp C and Bun B didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things. Bun B was more like a politician and was very careful about his words and who he offended. But Pimp C was the exact opposite and spoke his mind no matter who he offended. Over the years, it started to get in the way of business.
Right.
So Bun B was looking for a way out of UGK. Pimp C's artist 17 also claimed that Bun and Pimp had a secret beef that no one knew about. According to 17, he lived with Pimp C right up until his death. For the 11 months they were staying together, Pimp and Bun were not on speaking terms. 17 was one of the people who went to the coroner to identify Pimp's body and saw everything that happened. He still believes that Bun B was somehow responsible for Pimp C's death and has made YouTube videos exposing him for having his homie sacrificed. It's a pretty wild rumor, but Bun B did get a lot from Pimp passing away, and he went on to have a successful solo career. Maybe deep down, Bun B knew he could never take things to the next level with Pimp C always going against the industry. So, Bun B decided to get rid of him. But the theories go even deeper than Bun B and Pimp's wife Shannara. Some people even think that Jay-Z and Jay Prince are responsible for putting a hit on Pimp C.
Maybe, allegedly, I don't know. I'm like, maybe the wife and the other dude, I ain't gonna say the name, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they started... I don't know. Maybe, I mean, that didn't look good. I could tell in the pictures, man. But dude, I I don't know. I don't even know these people like that for real, man. To even put that pass them to off somebody like that.
Decided to get rid of him. But the theories go even deeper than Bun B and Pimp's wife Shannara. Some people even think that Jay-Z and Jay Prince are responsible for putting a hit on Pimp C. Jay-Z and UGK worked together on the track Big Pimpin', which was a huge hit with both East Coast and Southern hip-hop fans. Big Pimpin' is now considered a hip-hop classic, but the song almost didn't even happen. Bun B was the one who came up with the idea to do a song with Jay-Z, but Pimp C was against the idea. Pimp was a huge Tupac fan, and Jay was close friends with Biggie. Pac and Jay-Z had dissed each other in the past, and Pimp C was such a big fan of Pac that he didn't want to do a song with anyone who had issues with him like Jay-Z. But Bun B and the label eventually talked Pimp C into doing it. But even after they started working on the song, Pimp C almost shut it all down again.
I want to hear the song again.
Lyrics.
Just to,
According to Kiyambo Joshua,
reminisce.
A&R used to work at Rockefeller.
My bad. I want to hear the song again just to reminisce.
But even after they started working on the song, Pimp C almost shut it all down again because he didn't like one of Jay's lyrics. According to Kiyambo Joshua, an A&R who used to work at Rockefeller, Pimp C almost didn't get on the track because he thought Jay was rapping about playing with himself. On the song, Jay rapped, "In the cut where I keep 'em, till I need a nut, till I need to beat the guts. Then it's beep beep, then I'm picking them up, let him play with the dick in the truck." Pimp C misheard the last bar and thought Jay was talking about jerking off in the truck. Pimp told the A&R.
Shout out to Pimp C. That's right. You talking about jerking off in the truck? Yeah, I ain't getting on this song. No, let them. He probably thought he said, then I play with the in the truck. No, let them play with the truck. God dang, man. There's some bars up in that song. I got to hear the song again, man. Shout out to, cause I'm old school, you want to reminisce. It's all about reminiscing also, man.
Didn't get on the track because he thought Jay was rapping about playing with himself.
What?
On the song, Jay rapped, "In the cut where I keep 'em, till I need a nut, till I need to beat the guts. Then it's beep beep, then I'm picking them up, let him play with the dick in the truck." Pimp C misheard the last bar and thought Jay was talking about jerking off in the truck. Pimp told the A&R Kiyambo that he couldn't get on a song with a dude who was talking about jerking off in a rap song and called it career suicide. The song still came out, but right away, Pimp C and Jay-Z didn't get along. But supposedly, the beef goes even deeper than that. There are even rumors that Pimp C had a secret sex tape with Beyonce that he was threatening to release. Pimp and Ken confirmed in an interview that Pimp had a sex tape with a huge star in the music industry. He didn't say who it was, but he did say it was a famous R&B singer who was with a dude who was known for getting a lot of money at the time. Pimp and Ken even said that the tape was better than the famous Kim K and Ray J video, and it was easily worth millions. So Pimp wanted to put it out and make bank. Around the time Big Pimpin' came out, Jay-Z had just started dating Beyonce. Some people believe that might have been the real reason Pimp didn't want to get on a song with him because he thought Jay might find out about the tape. There's also a rumor that Jay Prince stepped in to confiscate the tape. Jay Prince was the founder of the legendary label Rap-A-Lot Records. Pimp C was signed to Rap-A-Lot, and Jay Prince was well respected in both the streets and the music industry.
Man, y'all know people can't hold water. Anybody, if this tape was out there, even if the tape wasn't out there, they can't hold water. Somebody has leaked back this tip. Man, don't tell nobody, dog. Somebody told me, and I told my cousin that told my aunt that told. All these people don't have nothing to do with Jay-Z, and then they start talking to somebody that really know him. Say, you ain't gonna believe this. I heard that they was on a tape. What? What you mean, honey? What? Man, it came from a reliable sources. Then they really let you know that they believe it or whatever the case may be. Come on, man.
Jay Prince was the founder of the legendary label Rap-A-Lot Records. Pimp C was signed to Rap-A-Lot, and Jay Prince was well respected in both the streets and the music industry.
Okay.
So according to the rumor, Jay-Z and Beyonce's team reached out to Jay Prince to help get the tape back from Pimp so he couldn't release it. Pimp agreed to hand it over, but they also thought he might have another copy. The fact that Pimp C showed it to Pimp and Ken proved that other people knew about the tape, which made Jay and Beyonce pretty mad.
Yeah.
So according to the conspiracy theory, Jay Prince met with them to discuss a solution, which is when the rumor claims they all decided to take out Pimp C. Some people even think that Jay Prince kept a copy for himself to use as leverage in case he needed a favor from Jay and Beyonce. That's another wild rumor, and there isn't much proof to back it up, but a lot of people do believe that Jay Prince was involved in Pimp C's murder. A dude who claims he grew up with Pimp C went viral for making a video claiming that Jay Prince was responsible for taking out his homie Pimp C.
I really believe that Jay Prince Sr. had my buddy Pimp C killed.
The dude claims that when Pimp got out of jail, he was not happy with his Rap-A-Lot record deal. Pimp C also didn't like the way Jay Prince was moving and decided to make a diss about him. On the album, Pimp allegedly aired out a lot of bad things that Jay Prince was doing and said some disrespectful things. Not long after that, Pimp C ended up dead. And the dude in the video also claims Jay Prince did the same thing to Takeoff from the Migos. If that story's true, Jay Prince was probably pretty mad that his own artist would go against him like that. There's even another rumor that Jay Prince once saved Pimp C's life after he was kidnapped by Master P. Master P worked with UGK on the song Break 'Em Off Something back in '96. Supposedly, Pimp never got paid for it, so he started taking shots at Master P. According to the rumors, Master P and his goons ran up to Pimp's hotel room and pistol whipped him. Master P then allegedly called Jay Prince to get permission to kill Pimp C. Jay Prince said no.